Last time on the DreamSMP YouTuber Hunger Games. Everyone looks to their district partner and they realize that they're gonna have to go through the same hell over again. And they don't know when it's gonna stop.
Aunt Frost scares Fundy away from the cornucopia. Puns runs away from the cornucopia. Awesome Dude runs away with a lighter and some rope. Everyone is determined this time to win. George runs away. Eric runs away from the cornucopia. Drista snatches a pair of scythes. Her target evident. Captain Puffy grabs a sword, determined this time to have something to defend herself. Quackity grabs a backpack and retreats. Aster takes a sickle from inside the cornucopia. I run away from the cornucopia. I see that I will have a target on my head because I won last time. My only hope is that my brother stays alive too. Ponk runs away. Niju runs away. Bad runs away. Filza grabs a sword. He knows now that it doesn't matter how he dies. His only hope is that he delays it for as long as possible. Tommy and Wilbur decide to work together for a second. Tommy grabbing a jar of fishing bait, while Wilbur gets fishing gears, and they run off together. Sapnap grabs a shield leaning on the cornucopia. Tubbo snatches a pair of scythes as well. Thunder runs away. Dream snatches a pair of scythes like his sister. He is determined not to be the first person to die. J-Schlatt runs away with a lighter and some rope. Technoblade runs away, and Skeppy runs away. The second part of the games have begun. Day 1. Tubbo runs away from Fundy. Technoblade, Quackity, and Puns. That feels similar. Scarily similar. Because didn't Technoblade and Puns join up at one point in time? Yeah, no. Technoblade and Puns and Puffy, I believe. I'm not sure. But they try the same crap again. They try to ambush a group of people. One of which being my brother, Sapnap, and Aunt Frost. But Techno, Quackity, and Puns are unsuccessful. Puns thought that because Quackity had gotten 6 kills last round and they have the blade, they would truly be unstoppable. However, they were wrong, as Sapnap, Aunt Frost, and Aster clearly were better. Eric receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, probably for wearing the dress. Tommy fishes. What's Wilbur doing? Alright, so while Tommy fishes, Wilbur distracts Awesome Dude, Skeppy, overhearing the two of them. George picks flowers. Just like with the First, George builds a house for the Lemmenberg War. Next, he picks flowers here when his life is on the line. Okay, I see how you work, George. Filza tries to spearfish with a trident. Puffy kills Ponk with a sickle. What is it with people and discarding their own weapons for other weapons? Anyways, Dream hunts for other tributes. Like I said, he does not want to be the first one to die. Thunder makes a wooden spear. Drista picks flowers. She's still a kid, even though she is 15. With a sad look on her face, Nihachu kills Bad. I explore the arena. after feeling a little bit confident. I did win last time, after all. So I explore the arena. And then Jay Schlatt discovers a cave. He's probably gonna go mining, isn't he? Do some work for once. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Philza looks up to see that, yet again, Technoblade is dead, and he can only guess how. Jay Schlatt looks up to see Quackity is dead. He tisks and goes into the cave. Antfrost sees Puns and really couldn't care less. He's just chilling. Same thing with Thunder and Punk. He probably feels a little mournful. Probably not. Who knows? Skeppy, after seeing Bad being dead, wails. His best friend is dead. And suddenly, he feels how I felt. Angry. He wants the other person who killed his best friend dead. Sapnap looks at the night sky. Skeppy starts a fire while pondering who could have killed his friend. Tubbo receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Eric meets up with me and he apologizes last game for killing my brother. I forgive him and we group. Fundy and Wilbur, who find each other, decides to join up with us. I'm a little doubtful. Eric's a little doubtful. We're all a little doubtful of each other. But we decide, okay, fine. We shall protect each other. And then Captain Puffy comes in, and we agree. And so we all sleep in shifts. Antfrost fends Jay Schlatt, whose cave is probably near Antfrost somewhere. Thunder and Tommy away from his fire. Tommy got split up from Wilbur. So after the fishing, Wilbur must have gotten lost a little bit. George and Awesome Dude, who meet up with each other, sleep in shifts. Drista sets up camp for the night. Nihachu and Aster talk about the tributes still alive. Philza kills Dream with his own weapon. The size that Dream held on to protect himself, so that way he could at least have some chance of winning, dies anyways. Because Philza knows that Dream, he's dangerous. So he kills Dream while he's at his weakest at the moment. Day 2. Eric sees smoke rising in the distance, but decides not to investigate. That's Antfrost's fire that he probably put out. I wake up in the morning, I see Jay Schlatt, I'm like, I'm gonna kill this bitch. So I do, and I kill him with a sickle. Wilbur receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Captain Puffy picks flowers. And Fundy searches for firewood. We're all split up now. Now the second group of Awesome Dude and George, they meet up with Drista and Philza, and they hunt for other tributes. Now, Nihachu steals from Skeppy while he isn't looking. Sapnap runs away from Tommy. Tommy's probably just holding sticks and being like, come here, bitch. And probably just whacking him with sticks. So finding Tommy annoying in that regard, runs away. Captain Puffy picks flowers. Tubbo scares Thunder off, and Antfrost scares Aster off. Arena event. Everyone is surprised because the arena event this time, it happened early. It happened earlier than they thought. Actually, I don't even think an arena event happened last time. They forgot about the arena event, and so they're all caught off guard. Everyone looks up confused when it was announced. And then acid rain starts pouring from the skies. Everyone is shrieking, running away, terrified, as their skin feels like it's burning off of them. They feel the acid seeping into their veins. They need to get out. Eric survives. George shoves Fundy into a pond of acidic rain, but Fundy pulls him in, killing them both. Fundy doesn't want to go down by himself. He takes George with him. Nihachu, Sapnap, and Tommy survive. So does Wilbur, and so does Tubbo. Captain Puffy injures Awesome Dude, though, and leaves him in the rain to die. Skeppy is unable to find shelter and dies. Aster and Drista survive. Thunder injures Antfrost and leaves him in the rain to die. And I injure Filza and leave him in the rain to die. 8 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Everyone looks up to see who all died. Drista looks upon Dream, and she realizes that her big brother is dead before her yet again. Unfortunately, there is no Quackity to mourn for J-Schlatt, although I don't think Quackity would mourn for J-Schlatt. Sapnap sees George dead, and he realizes that he has to win for District 2 now. I look and I see that my brother is nowhere in there, and I realize that he's alive. I couldn't be happier. Wilbur looks to see that his son is dead. Tubbo and Tommy see that neither one of them is up there, and they are relieved. Their partner lives another day. Same thing with Captain Puffy and Nihachu. Then Eric sees that Awesome Dude is dead. You get the gist. Night 2. Wilbur sees a fire but stays hidden. Tubbo loses sight of where he is. Sapnap doesn't want to live without his 2 best friends, Dream and George. They're both dead. And so, he really doesn't have... Eric tends to his wounds. Because after that acid rain, you can bet that he tends to his wounds. Thunder, Tommy, and I cheerfully sing songs together. After I apologized to Tommy for throwing a Molotov at him last round. And for bludgeoning Thunder with the mace. Although I'm not too sorry about Thunder because he did kill my brother last round. Yes, I'm still going on about it. But Tommy and Thunder realized that because I won last round, they'd probably be a little bit safer around me. Captain Puffy tends to her wounds from the acid rain. Drista screams for help after seeing how the fact that her brother is dead yet again, leaving her alone again. She's dreading it. And Aster receives medical supplies from an unknown sponsor, using it to quickly treat any of the acid rain injuries that he got. Day 3. Nihachu practices her archery. From the group of me, Tommy, and Thunder, I see Eric. And I guess I'm still not quite ready to forgive anyone after what happened last time. And so I go after Eric. I also tell Tommy that night, after Thunder went to sleep, I tell Tommy about how I only killed him because I didn't know who killed my brother last round. And Thunder was one of them. Tommy, in the morning, agrees to kill Thunder. But while he is fighting Thunder, Thunder kills him instead. He begged and he begged, but his charisma couldn't get him out of it this time. Meanwhile, I'm chasing Eric and I get into a fist fight with him. And then I strangled him. Hopefully, letting out the rest of the steam from last time. Meanwhile, Aster questions his sanity. Drista makes a slingshot. Tubbo tries to spearfish with the trident. Wilbur goes hunting, and Captain Puffy tries to spearfish with the trident as well. 3 cannons can be heard. Sapnap, Tommy, and Eric. Tubbo looks up, and he sees Tommy's dead. And his eyes are full of sorrow. Night 3. Thunder questions his sanity. The warm blood that is Tommy's still slick on his hands. He realized that this wasn't like last time, where he had a group to kill. He did this himself. Drista, no longer able to take the fact that her brother is gone, begs for Tubbo to kill her. He sees the same pain in her eyes that he feels. Someone they love dearly is gone, and they're left alone. But at the same time, he keeps her alive and tells her to have hope. Win for them. And with that, he runs away. Aster tries to treat his infections. He realized he didn't quite get all of the injuries, so he treats the rest. Captain Puffy destroys Nihachu's supplies while she is asleep, even though they are on the same team. I don't think Captain Puffy fully realized that it was Nihachu. She probably mistook her for someone else. But, not wanting to kill her, decided to just destroy her supplies. Wilbur sets up camp for the night, and I start a fire. I'm no longer worried about death. As long as my brother's alive, I'm good. I'm happy. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs, and it tributes families. I decide not to go to the feast. Captain Puffy destroys Wilbur's memoirs out of spite. Damn. She is angry right now. Nihachu decides not to go to the feast. Drista also decides not to go to the feast, still having to process what Tubbo told her. Aster sees Tubbo, and Tubbo thinks for a moment. I was the last one to be with Tommy. He probably thinks I killed him. And so, to get payback, he kills my brother. And Aster is not able to convince him otherwise. Thunder, meanwhile, cannot handle the circumstances. Day 4. Now, I don't know. I don't realize that he's dead yet. So I still have life in me. Captain Puffy thinks about home. Drista searches for firewood. I discover a river. Tubbo, after the events that had just occurred, realized what he did. He feels awful. He feels terrible. This isn't like him. This isn't like him, full of anger and hatred and vengeance. He doesn't like this. He doesn't like this part of him. He sees Nihachu and he begs for her to kill him, but she refuses, keeping Tubbo alive. And then Wilbur, while just searching around the arena, steps on a landmine by accident, repeating the fate that he almost had back at Lemembers. blowing up. Now here's where things get interesting. Because I see Aster now. And now, that same anger that fueled me through the first one has fueled me yet again. I don't know who killed him, but I will have my vengeance yet again. Night 4. Captain Puffy loses sight of where she is. Tubbo, who is still distraught about what had happened at the feast, is awoken by nightmares. He dreams that either Aster is getting his vengeance by haunting him, or I'm getting my vengeance by torturing him. He also sees Tommy's dead body, and he imagines the worst deaths he can possibly think of in this cruel world of death and revival. Meanwhile, Nihachu starts a fire. And then I meet up with Drista, and I'm about to fight her, but she's like, whoa, calm down. Your brother's dead. My brother's dead. We need to stick together. But I don't listen to her. I fight her. I'm angry. I am bloodthirsty. But Drista, who still holds on to the size that she had gotten from the very beginning, manages to knock me down. And so I finally give up, enough where she can tend to my wounds. And at this point, I'm scared now. My brother's dead before me yet again. That isn't good for one's mental sanity. Anyways, day 5. Drista and I, after that night, we decide to split. It would be best. Even though we could both probably take on everyone. But we decide that if we are going to be one of the last ones to live, we are going to split up and search for trees. Drista goes one way, while I go the other. Drista still searches, while I see Captain Puffy. I catch her off guard and I kill her, using one of the sais that Drista gave me. Tubbo discovers a river, and Nihachu receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. One cannon shot to me. Night 5. Nihachu receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Tubbo cries himself to sleep. He cannot bear being without Tommy for a second right now. Because, like Minecraft, this feels real. This hurts so much. Everyone just feels everything, and it hurts. I receive a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. After pulling off that sneaky kill, and Drista sees a fire that stays hidden. We have been officially split up. Day 6. Drista injures herself. Nihachu tries to sleep through the entire day. She probably couldn't sleep very well that night. And then I see Tubbo, and he admits to me that he killed my brother. And he admits that it was because he was angry with the fact that I did not protect Tommy. And so I I don't have it in me to kill him. He did what I did last game. He killed in spite because someone close to him was killed. And so I apologize. I apologize for leaving Tommy alone with Thunder. I told Tobo what I told Tommy about last game and how I'm still mad at everyone who killed my brother. And that he agreed to kill Thunder. But it turns out that I was mistaken. Thunder winds up killing Tommy instead. Because apparently Tommy can't do one-on-ones for shit, even in this. And so Tubbo and I have a sweet little bonding moment while I tend to his wounds. Night 6. Nihachu lets Drista into her shelter. And while I do forgive Tubbo, I'm still mad. It's like a light fire. When I'm mad, I can't just let it go. I have to deal with it. But not only am I mad, I also don't want him to suffer anymore like this. Because even with his apology, he still looks racked with guilt and shame and sadness. He misses Tommy. He regrets having killed other people. He just wants to go home. And so, with these two conflicting feelings in my chest, I grab the trident that Tubbo had on him at the time, and I stab him. It's not the most useful weapon when it comes to giving someone a quick and easy death. I mean, there were a bunch of other ways I could have done it, but out of instinct, I grabbed for the weapon and I struck him, killing him in his sleep. Day 7. Nihachu receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, while Drista collects fruit from a tree. And I search for firewood. It's only girls. That evening, we all look up and we see Tubbo. And we realize it's a girls' war now. That night, Nihachu tries to treat her infection. I think about winning, realizing how close I am to that same finish line that I had stumbled upon last game. And Drista receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. She's determined now to win for her brother, to win for Dream. Day 8. I see Nihachu, and with the thought of winning on my mind, I go to attack her, but I underestimated her. I throw the trident, and I miss. Nihachu takes the sickle that she has, and with one swift blow, gouges straight into my chest, and kills me. Nihachu also knows that I was the one who killed Tubbo, as it couldn't have been her or Drista. They were together. But she doesn't know what I knew. And I'm glad. As much as I wanted to win, I also want to see my brother. And I wanted death after killing Tubbo. So I accept it with open arms. Meanwhile, Drista, while trying to find the other tributes, dies from hypothermia. She dies alone. But not before seeing her brother one last time. New cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Which means Nichu is the winner of District 9. Things go a little bit different. Everyone is revived and teleported straight to Nichu, who they all celebrate her success. Well, I mean, I say all, but there were a couple sore losers. Dream, for one, sort of Technoblade, but he's probably a little salty that the same exact tactic that he used in the first game failed yet again. And I give her a thank you. Everyone's happy. We all think that we can go home. We're all happy. We all look at the kills. I got the most kills. Good for me. But then, well, not yet. Because it turns to night, and everyone's apprehensive. No one's been taken out yet. We haven't been taken home. We're still here. Why is that? What? How long do we have to keep doing this? No one knows. We all look around. We don't know what to think. But that night, we all gather firewood and we start a fire. A bonfire, in fact. I mean, there's 24 of us. And we all discuss grievances, funny moments, everything. With Technoblade, he rants about how he was one of the first ones to die, and how the same exact tactic that he had used the first game that got him killed him yet again. Dream laughs because he winds up telling how he was the first one to die, and so he laughs at Technoblade's misery that he experienced what he did. I apologize to Tommy for leaving him with Thunder and for getting him killed. And Tabu apologizes to my brother for killing him because of my mistake. And we all forgive each other. I also forgive Eret for choking him out of his own mind. Yeah. I can say I was a little blinded by rage at that point. Just a little. I also have a nice laugh with Drista, how we both said how we wanted to be the last two alive, and instead we became part of the last three, but we were the last two to die. And so we all have a nice laugh at that. And there's more congratulations to Nichu for winning for her district, and we all go to sleep.